Welcome, guys, to ILWPOD. I'm your host, Justin Wright. Today, we are here with NWA star, the Real Drago. How are you doing, man?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
Um, I'm not officially in the roster of NWA, but I already have like 7 matches and like I have a lot of opportunities. So, but I don't have a contract. Just wanna,
Clarify, put that out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You're the first guy on the show that I've actually had that's been pretty consistent on a show like that. So it's nice. This is a milestone for me, and I'm glad to have
Thank
you
you.
on here.
Oh,
I said
oh
I'm
yeah,
glad
yeah.
to have you on here.
Thank you that you invite me. Like I'm always open and I like interviews, questions, and everything. So,
Nice. I'll start with some the easy.
mhm.
Do you have any social media handles or upcoming events that you would like to let the fans know where to find you?
Yeah, I have social media. I have Facebook. I have two pages. I have the Real Drago. It's like a business page. It's only about the Real Drago, and I have my own page, Evgeny Adilov, but it's kind of same like the Real Drago. So I post everything there. I have an Instagram. It's I am without a the Real Drago, so you can find me there. I think on Instagram it's more some different posts. So, and I have a X, which I never had before. I just opened. It's like kind of like I use it very rare, and don't have a lot of post about everything. So it's like a new for me. So,
Okay,
and that's it.
sounds good. Do you have any upcoming wrestling
Um,
events?
yes, I have a so like official one I have in 2024 and January 4th. It's gonna be a new promotion. So and I would like to be there because it's a big show, kind of like a fairground. They have so many different shows like car show, and dog show. I think it's will be good crowd there, and you can find the new fans around. And I like my opponent. He's Chico Adams. So he's a guy who like always around WWE, like he like usually security there. He had some matches. He was in a WWE commercial. So I mean, he in the school with Natalia. She's
Hmm.
from WWE. So I think he's a coach right there too. So he always around WWE guys, and he is in around Florida too, and he had so many tryouts like TNA, AEW, so he kind of a name. So he also had a matches on NWA, and he was a in my debut match. He was my tag team partner, so it's really cool to wrestle with him.
I've uh I've had him on the show once. He's a great
Oh,
guy.
really? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a great guy, very smart, funny. I mean, like, yeah, yeah,
Incredible interview too.
yep,
Has a lot of knowledge to share. Just
yep.
definitely should
Yeah,
be a fun
it's
match.
it's it's never wrong to invite him, yeah, because he knows a lot. So,
Off camera, I told you that I wasn't aware that you were actually from Russia, um,
mhm.
which is cool. I thought it was,
Thank you.
there's been a lot of guys with Russian gimmicks that aren't from Russia. So it's cool to have you on here.
Yeah, that's why kind of like I call myself the real Drago. That means I'm real Russian, so I can speak Russian and I'm not a fake guy, like so.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like I respect all another Russian gimmicks what people do, but uh, like they do this gimmick, but they don't know exactly who is Russian people technically. So it's kind of for me interesting to show people more about Russia, something.
Okay. Um, in so I would assume you grew up in Russia.
Yes, I was grew up in Russia and I moved to the United States when I was 30 years old. And I moved to Minnesota and I was joined to Ken Anderson School, Mr. Kennedy. So I was there like maybe 6, 7 months, and after I decided to move to Florida. So and I joined another school with Brian Idle and Natalia Markova. Now it's Mike Monda, it's another coach there. So and later I just started my career with that school from Florida. So I kind of like always around them. They NWA stars. They travel around the world, and they helped me too. Like I was wrestling Puerto Rico, Chicago, New York. Like it's so many things happened for the last 3 years. I'm so happy.
What was it like growing up in Russia?
Oh, it was good. I mean, it was good. I was born in Moscow, but my parents moved when I was like 9 months old. They moved to Siberia, and I was growing in Siberia all the time. So we had a long winter time. Uh, but I mean, like, I had a fun all the time. So, I mean, it was a good time. I miss kind of my friends too, miss that time, but I'm so happy to be here too.
Was is wrestling something that you're able to pay attention to over there?
Yeah, so yeah, okay, in like I think I was like, I don't remember how old I was, maybe 10 years old, something, maybe 11. So before that, wrestling wasn't popular in Russia. So we don't know about wrestling like anything, like nothing. So and I remember like I changed some TV channels on the TV and I found the wrestling. But I knew about wrestling because I played in a Sega Mega Drive, WrestleMania '95, I think the game was.
Okay.
And yep, and I see some characters like a Razor Ramon, but it was Scott Hall there, like Bret Hart, Hulk. Everybody knows who is a Hulk Hogan, of course, because in Russia was very popular TV show Thunder in Paradise or something like that.
Okay.
So we all know who is Hulk Hogan. So and everybody like him. So and uh, and I start watch wrestling, and it was 1998. So and I was a big fan of that. Like every time when I watch wrestling, I go to school after, and all my friends we just talking about wrestling all the time. When I was older, I still keep eyes on the wrestling things. I just read on the internet, what's going on, and uh, and I had a Xbox 360. So and I play in a WWE game, and one of my favorite character was Mr. Kennedy.
Okay.
And it was so fun, like when I moved to United States and I met him in the gym, and he was my coach. It's like kind of like 10 years later when I play him in a Xbox. Now, like he's my coach, and also he's my friend. So we spent a lot of time together with my kids, with his kids. So it was like unbelievable. Like damn, world so close, like so small. Yeah.
So when you moved here, did you already have a family and kids, and then did you move them all
And
here?
no, when I moved here, I moved with my wife, and we just started like new life here. And her mom helped us, with everything, and we just start growing. And one time, I was in the gym, and I saw Ken Anderson, but I don't know his name because like I know this face, but I don't know who is this guy. But I think like I know this guy, and uh, And when I check Instagram, like gym pictures, because I always post my pictures, like in the gym, and I found him. I said, "Damn, it's Mr. Kennedy. I know this guy." Like, and later, yeah, my another friend, he was a trainer there in the gym. He was a wrestler too. So, and then when he started talking about some stories about wrestling, like about his match, what happened yesterday, for example, and I asked like, "Oh, are you a wrestler too?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, damn, when I was a kid, I was dreaming to be a pro wrestler. It's like, just do it right now. It's like, I don't know. I'm kind of like afraid, or it's like, no, 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 like just join the school. It's like, where? It's like Ken Anderson school, because he knows him. Everybody knows like he's open school in Minneapolis. So I was like, I don't know, like I'm Russian. He's like, it's good. You will be unique. It's like you're Russian. It's good. It's like okay. So he talked with Ken Anderson. Next day, he just came to me like, I heard you want to be a pro wrestler. I said yes, join us. So and my first day in the school was a seminar with Kevin Nash. It's, yeah, it's like for me, like for the fan, first day in the school and seminar with Kevin Nash, I was like, oh my God. Like, for me, it was like so cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What was like your transition from Russia to America like? Is it hard getting used to our culture?
Like not really, because
Okay.
like in my time, like it was very popular movies from United States, action movies, like fantastic movies, like a Terminator, like my age people, we were growing with American movies, and that's why for us, like this country was very close, like I think Russian people are very close to Americans, like I can say that. So we kind of similar. And that's why when I moved here, for me, it's kind of everything I already seen. Like it was very close. It was like, oh, I don't know something. Or, no, it was kind of easy for me. And I found friends so fast. I
Nice.
don't know. It
Nice.
wasn't any problems. Kind
Um, so how long have you been training for then?
of. You mean for professional wrestling?
Yeah, for wrestling, sorry.
No, you know what I can say. Like I can say, like I started. Like I had my first match. I think I was trained like maybe like 8 months or something. But what I can say, you always can learn. It doesn't matter how many years you have experience, you always can learn something new. It's like never stop. That's why I can say I still learning, like I still learning something. I still try to improve myself for the next level,
Yeah.
because you can start wrestle with the three moves, just a small basic things, and you can start wrestling. But if you want to be different level, you need to learn more, and it's experience and something else. Because wrestling is not just physical things; it's a actor, creative stuff. You need to create a lot of things. You need to be unique. It's like it's so many things together. That's why you always can improve something, even microphone. So
How long have you been in the business for so far?
I think 3 years. I think
Three
right
years.
now uh from my first match. I think 3 years
Okay.
from the business. I think 2018 when I just did my first step in the school. It was 2018. So, but in like a professional wrestler, I can say 3 years.
Okay. Um, like, did you take any inspiration from other Russian characters or Russian-like characters to make Real Drago?
Um, uh, no, not really, but I took some things that like how to explain. Like for example, I like Rocky movie. I like Rocky movie. So and
Hmm.
I like the character of the Drago.
Hmm.
So the guy I like he don't need to talk a lot, but you can see everything from his eyes. What he do like, and I like that. I kind of try to take these things, but just to be like big Russian monster and but it's more experiences I have. I try to be more open, like to be deeper. I think I really like Nikita Koloff character. He was great. I like uh, was it Nikita Kozlov, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Nikita, right? So I like his character, but I don't think about Rusev. Like he's kind of was like too
Yeah.
much, like too I like more like cartoon, like so I try to be more serious, and I still build, like I still build something because and I think Drago is probably the perfect example where I took something.
Okay. So Drago would be your biggest inspiration, probably.
Yes, yes. It's a good example, I think.
I know like the first like doing research and looking at like your social medias,
Hmm.
the you wear the chain, the big metal chain,
Yep,
and
yep,
that made me think of Nikita right
yep,
off.
yep,
That
yep.
was the first. So that's why like I thought maybe um it was more of a character, not that she was actually Russian. Like
Uh,
that's where I got that
I mean,
idea
like, I mean,
from.
like, yeah, I took Chain exactly like you said because I saw his pictures, I saw some videos, and I saw like, okay, Chain is not a bad thing, but a lot of people told me before in the chain. My chain was small first. But my first chain was small, and every time it's bigger, bigger, and bigger. And now I have like very heavy chain. Like if I give to some fan to hold it, it will be so heavy. It's, it's kind of part of the gimmick too. But I don't use chain right now, for example. It's like very rare. Like if like promoter asks me, please can you use a chain, whatever. But now I like a year ago it was a Halloween and a Halloween I bring a school mask. So and I did my insurance with the school and some promoter told me like, oh, you remind me like DC or Marvel Russian old character. Some like Broken Bones or something. I don't remember exactly the name. Like it's a Russian character like from 70s or something, and he have a school, so you need to use it all the time. I was like, okay. And show after show, I see some kids and a crowd. They use a mask, a school mask too. So that means people like it. So, but for NWA, I didn't use my mask because I prefer to show my face, more. And I don't think it's like good idea to use mask for the NWA for TV style. I mean, but in other shows, yeah, I use a mask.
Do you typically work as a heel or a baby face?
Always, always heel. Everybody, like I fly to different states a lot, and everybody want a story between Drago and Rocky. Everybody's this wanted this match. Or Russia versus United States. Always like it's like I think like 80% my matches is there. So, but I was working a lot for MAW. It's like Midwest All Star Wrestling, like a very big promotion in Minnesota. Uh, their last Grand Slam six, they had like more than 2,000 people in the crowd. Huge show. So I turned face for them. So I just asked like guys, I want to try to be a face, and I was kind of nervous because I don't know the reaction of people, but because if you see Russian, you want to boo, right? So, but no, they took it very well. They like it, and I was so happy. So I like to be a face too. But I understand if you want to make a money and the bad guy, the bad Russian guy, will be sell more. So it's understandable. So, but I like both.
Do you think that your character just makes it easier for like a promoter to market you, like as the big heel versus the big baby face?
Oh
Does
yeah,
it make it easy?
oh yeah, easy.
Eh, And is it like in the ring, obviously, you're there to tell a story. Is it easier to tell that story as the big Russian versus the American babyface?
Easy, easy, easy. as soon as I say something about Americans, as soon as I say something in Russian, that's it. And I mean, like, I like it. I like that I have a reaction. It doesn't matter good like boo or they cheer you. If you have a reaction, that means people like it. They inside they understand the story and everything. So I like to be a heel.
A fun question, I guess. I've never had somebody on here that speaks another language. Um, a common thing I've heard of people, heels that can speak other languages, is when they get on the mic and they speak that other language, they just say whatever and they get a heel boo. Do you go out and cut an actual promo in Russian?
Usually, yes. Like
Okay.
I try to say something in Russian. I don't try to say like, oh, I'm going to the kitchen, gonna make pancakes in Russian. No, I say exactly what I say in English, and I try to repeat some words, some phrases in the English too that people can understand. So yeah, so I do exactly promo.
That's cool because I mean it keeps you authentic because
Because
everything.
one time, it's very rare. One time in the crowd was a Russian guy. And after the show, he's like, damn, it was so cool. And he started speaking Russian. It's like, so I'm glad you like it, but it's cool that I have one fan in the crowd that who can understand what I said, like 100%. I mean, like, you never know.
So and it keeps your character alive and real whenever you do it that way. There's no question on if what you said was fake or not.
In real life,
No, I mean like in the ring when you do a Russian promo,
uh-huh.
it makes it real.
Yeah, yes, yes.
So that guy in the crowd can't tell other guys in the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
crowd
yeah. He's like, ha ha ha. He's talking about something. Yeah, no, no,
he's talking about
exactly.
pancakes. Like,
And again, and the kind of it's a still you're learning, right? Like you're learning when you do promo, like because sometimes I do promo, like video promo to send the promoter. Sometimes people ask, like, can you just say in Russian and put subtitles? you know. So it's always like when you're in the ring, when you speak like a real promo and in Russian, it's always easy after to make a video with a Russian words, and like and just put subtitles, like and send to promoter. So so you already know some phrases, build some phrases even in Russian language.
yeah. Have you ever come across a promoter that was similar to myself that didn't know you was Russian?
Yes, sometimes like, are you real Russian? So yes, can you speak Russian? And I start speaking Russian. It's like, oh damn, it's cool. Like yeah, because yeah, like some people do not believe, like they like for them it's like big things.
Yeah.
Like real Russian, wow. Mm.
You were trained, well, the start of your training was with Ken Anderson.
Mhm.
What was that like, and like what are some of his teachings that you're able to share?
I mean, like he's a great guy. It like doesn't matter you're Russian or you're not Russian, whatever, like whatever color you have, it's like doesn't match everybody's the same. So it's what I like. He spent a lot of time with every each one, and I mean, like he always talk about every important things, like social media and other things. So you should be professional, whatever, like no ego. I mean, everything what he teach is good. I cannot share like he's a good friend what I can share. He's a good guy, really good guy, like really, really good guy. So and he's a good wrestler as well.
What Did it look like the transition from leaving Minnesota and Ken Anderson to going to Florida? Like, what
Uh,
was that like?
I mean, like, I was living in Siberia, all my life, and I moved to Minnesota. It's another kind of cold state. And for me, it was interesting how it will be live around the ocean, no winter time, and palms. It was interesting. And I found a good school too, because I was so nervous because this school, like in Minnesota, was really good. And I was nervous to find the same kind of school, the same like relationship, between people and everything. But like it was COVID time. So like I skipped like I don't know, maybe like I don't know, 6 months maybe everything was closed. But as soon as I joined and I saw Natalia Markova there, the pictures, I was like, okay, she's Russian too, if you don't know
Okay.
the crush. And
Yeah.
yeah, so, and I think like, okay, it will be cool. It's interesting. Like, if I not understand something, you can explain in Russian. So, but when I joined the school, it was they like, for example, Minnesota school. Okay, everything going step by step. So you learn this, you need to learn this, and after you go another step. Like, so you cannot learn another step before when you need to finish first step, for example. So for me, it was interesting because in Florida school, like with Natalia and Brian, they teach different way. They teach everything the same time. The same time they teach everything, absolutely everything, the same time. So you even you do your first bond, whatever you need to sell. So that helped me more. So it was harder to learn like a lot of stuff at the same time, but at the same time it was easy, you know, to become a professional wrestler. It's hard to explain, but like I like the way what they do,
Okay.
and you learn faster, you understand more, and because like you can teach someone for the basic things, but it's hard for him will be teach, for example, selling things, But when you learn at the same time everything, it's kind of you're growing kind of with the same level from every each side. So yeah, and I like them a lot. They spend a lot of time with me, so I'm so appreciative for them.
Nice.
And it's interesting. I was like argument all the time, like why, why. And as soon as I have more experience, I always remember what they told me before, like back in the times, like yeah, they were right. Like you understand now more. And it's like so. I always like when I traveling around, I see the different wrestlers around too. I see people from different school, and I understand. You know what? Our school the best because you can see difference. Not
100%.
yeah. So I mean, like I'm so appreciated. I'm so happy that I choose the right school. So,
Have you been able to travel to a lot of the states?
oh yeah. It's kind of hard to remember where I was because it was
Yeah.
so many. But I can say like I was in Chicago, 2 times, and one of them it was like actual pay-per-view of NWA. I was in a live. It was like Battle Royal match. So I was in New York uh, and Queens. I was in Atlanta. I was champion there. Um, what else? North Carolina, Puerto Rico. I just big time wrestling. What else? Minnesota, Wisconsin. Many. It's just like if when you start remind
Yeah.
yourself, it's a lot of states.
You've traveled.
Oh yeah, like especially like 2023 was probably the busiest year. I think I wrestled like every each week, sometimes 2, 3 times a week. It was so busy. Yeah.
What? Was it like trying to or getting involved with the NWA? Like what was that like for you?
Um, I mean, like it's the oldest promotion in the United States. I like them style. Like it's incredible locker room. It's like people so friendly, and I think to be part of NWA, it's so cool. And I just like it. I just like everything what they do, and I like the style what they do because they like wrestling. They like like connection.
Yeah.
So when you see their matches, you can see it's wrestling. It's I mean like stories, of course, but it looks real. Everything looks real. So and I like idea inside. I like them goals. They have a huge goals, and it's you can see it will be a lot of different like after each month. Now they have a huge crowds all the time, and they try to back territories things like it was many years ago.
Yeah.
So and they do it very well. Like I like it. They have a huge goals, and you know, so I just like to be there. I like to be part of that. I wanna be, especially this time. It's a good time to be there.
Have you been able to interact with any of the legends or, guys that have been on TV for a major, like televised promotion at all, like EC3 or Mike Knox or
I,
Tyrus, guys like that?
yeah, I see them all around all the time. But Tyrus, he's not right there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I see them. I see them around all the time. I was wrestling with Tom Latimer a few times. Two matches we have. You can check on the FTW promotion. So I mean, yeah, and it's cool. Like they always give you feedback. You know, and I mean, like, and other things too. Like all the time, every each time, before, like, and every each meeting of NWA shows, they always have like a huge meeting and kind of like a seminars from Trevor Murdoch, TC3, and other guys. Like they always say something important. Like you're still learning something new. Like it's so cool, and you don't need to pay for that. It's like you know.
Have you had any interactions with Billy Corgan?
Yes, he's a good friend with my coaches.
Okay.
And I know him, he knows me, and we talk every time when I'm in a show. And he's a very nice guy. He have a kids. We always talking about kids too. So um, yeah, and he's very nice guy, like very nice guy. Like I don't know, not many people like him. And yeah, I mean, he was in our school a few times and which is very rare, you know. And again, it's another plus of our school because some other schools, when they bring some star, they always make it. You need to pay, like you need to pay for the seminar. In our school, it was so many guys, you never pay, so always free. So it's another big plus.
It's nice.
So you never know who can show up there. So you never know. And one day it was Billy Corgan. Yeah, it was so cool.
What what would you say are like the biggest or the hardest things about being a dad and being a wrestler?
Because you spend a lot of okay, show usually in the weekends. So and you always kind of in a show, it's kind of hard uh, to bring your family on the show all the time. Sometimes you're in a different state, and that is the hardest part because you miss time with the family. And so it's the hardest part I can say. because and you need to be safe, you need to be safe, like double safe uh, because your family, your son, and everything should be healthy. I mean, but like the hardest part because I miss them all the time.
What's the coolest part?
Uh, the coolest part is when your son tells you like, Dad, my friend, he is a wrestling fan, and I told him you're a pro wrestler. Like he wanted pictures. He like so excited to see you. This and he is when he in the show, in the crowd, and with his friends from school. He always like happy that he's dead, in the ring, and he like proud of that, and he see like his friends like looking at him like, damn, your dad is a pro wrestler. Wow, you know, it's a cool thing.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
definitely,
he's happy, so I'm happy.
and it's nice to see your son get other people involved, like his friends, to let them know, hey,
Yeah, yeah,
my dad's cool. He's a wrestler.
yep, yep. It's cool. Yeah, yeah. Actually, like we met so many friends or fans, who came to the shows from his side because his friends bring them parents, and now
Yeah,
we have kind of like some families where we spend time on the weekends. We are good friends now. Like it's a good thing too.
that's cool. It's nice to see the wrestling community grow like that.
Yes, yes, absolutely, 100%.
Um, Outside of wrestling, do you have any like hobbies or fun things that you like to do other than uh, get in a wrestling ring?
Gym,
Gym?
gym, yeah, because like it's what I wanna say. Like for everyone, like if you wanna be professional wrestling, gym is a part of that. It's like the main part of that. You need to go in the gym. It doesn't matter how big you want to be, but you need to go to the. You should be athletic. You should look like a wrestler. So, yeah, I spend a lot of time in the gym. Again, with my wife. We like do bike rides. So, I mean, that's it.
That's cool. As something I was gonna ask earlier, a lot of wrestlers, do sports when they grow up. Is that something you did?
uh, like I was like a real wrestler, uh, like
Okay.
like amateur wrestler.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long time, but yeah, like I did this, and again, like in Russia, in my especially time was very popular when you go to the gym. So I kind of started gym things when I was in the school.
Okay.
So, so and plus amateur wrestling.
Got you.
Yeah.
Um, I usually, before I wrap up the interview, I
Uh-huh.
like to ask a fun question. You've heard of Mount Rushmore? Like,
Uh-huh.
you,
Yeah.
do you
Yeah.
have do you have four wrestlers that you would say
You
are
know, it,
yours?
you know, um, I miss I miss time when I was a fan. I mean, like you still fan anyway, but I miss the time where like when I wasn't pro wrestler and when I watched wrestling, like I didn't see any mistakes, anything. I was just enjoying the show. But now when I watch wrestling, it's just a conversation. I see everything. Like I see mistakes. I see like okay, he's got like it's kind of like hard to choose now. Like, but again, like I can say like when I was younger. So my favorite wrestlers, it was of course The Rock, because he's a great wrestler and also he's a great entertainer. So his promo, everything like perfect. I like Steve Austin, another cool guy. Who's else? Hulk Hogan because he's an icon. Like everybody liked him back in the time. Like Hulk Hogan, I can say it. It's I can say it's the guys who changed the business, right? Like like you cannot choose like, oh, this guy is the best wrestler. It's not the best wrestlers. Like, they're all good. Who is on TV, they're all good. But you can choose the guys who change the business. And I
Yes.
can say it's a Rock, Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan. Uh, I wa- I'm not the guy who like watched wrestling when it was 80s. Everybody probably just can say like, oh, Andre the Giant, like blah blah blah. No, I can say Roman Reigns right now. So this is four.
Okay. Would
So
you ever want to wrestle Roman Reigns? Is that something that you aspire to do one day?
yes, why not? Yeah, hundred
Why
percent.
not?
Yeah, I mean like, I wish it would be cool, but I wrestled with his cousin. I wrestled with his cousin, and it was Alofa.
Okay.
So yeah, and we had a tag team match, and another guy was Eda Polo. He wasn't TNA guy. He is a big um, Puerto Rico star from WWC. So I wrestled with them. Yep, twice.
Nice.
So yeah,
Are the are there any legends or anybody that you've seen on TV that you've been able to wrestle?
you know what? My one of my favorite matches for all the time. I wrestled with a Hornswoggle. This is
Okay.
like when they put us together. I mean, like it was tag team match. He was with some guy, and I was with another guy. But we had a like a big segment with him, kind of, big spot. So I wasn't happy when they put us together. Like how what I can do. I'm a big guy. Like he's like he's a Hornswoggle. What I can do. Like, and when we put match together, and when we were in a crowd, it was like more than 1,000 people in the crowd. It was so loud. Like they they reacted for every each step what we did together. He squeezed my nipples, he bite my ass, he bite my finger, and like it was so much fun, and I like it was so cool. Like that, like so I wrestled with him. So yeah, like Alofa, Tom Latimer, probably that's it. But again, Brian Idol. So who else? I just don't remember.
Okay.
I think someone. I'm sure someone else was, but I just don't remember.
Is there anybody currently on the independent scene that you'd like to wrestle?
Would you like? Would I like?
Yeah.
Um, you know, I don't have really like the choice because I don't want to say like, oh, I want to wrestle with this guy. I open
Hmm.
for everyone. Like, if it's cool story, if it's cool idea, like if we can put good match together, I open for everyone. But I mean, like, I don't have kind of like oh, I want to wrestle specifically with some guy.
Fair
But
enough.
I'm so excited with the Chick Adams right now, so I'm really excited for that match. You know,
Okay. That'll be an exciting one. Chico is he's really good in the ring. I've seen,
he is,
you be
yeah, yeah,
trained by Afa of the Wild Samoans, and then he works with Tyson Kidd and Natalia.
yep,
Now he's excellent. It should be a good match.
yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure it's gonna be a good one. Um,
um,
I'm
Go ahead.
excited, and maybe I'm going to Dalton, in Alabama for another NWA show in December. We'll see. Maybe I'm gonna have some match there too. So,
Okay. Uh,
and we'll, sorry, and it
you're
will be
good.
and it will be coming in January, like some matches from NWA.
Okay. So with the NWA, and them being they're usually taped. Is it usually several weeks or months before you get to see those televised?
Yeah, I think months. Yeah, I think months, like because they have a lot of tapings. Like, and again, it depends how busy they are. So now they have a more territories, more show, and of course, like more tapings, and it's more tapings they have, so you need to wait. Yeah.
Do Do they tape every show?
No, they have a house, like kind of like a house shows now.
Okay.
Uh, like they had like few shows in New York. They didn't tape it there. They have more shows what you can see, so they have more shows.
Okay.
But yeah,
Have you worked any of like the house shows, or have you just been
we had a collaboration show a year ago in November. Before they had a show in Roberts Arena, so that was historic moment because they back to that arena after 35 years.
okay?
So the last time Dusty Rhodes wrestled there, so
That's
it was
cool.
a historical moment, and I was so happy to be part of that. It was huge crowd, like it was beautiful. And before the day before, we had a collaboration like NWA FTW Invasion show, and that like we had a tapings, but it's not for the TV style. We just had like our own kind of like a tapings for FTW, and there I was wrestled with Tom Latimer. So and it was a big show too.
Nice.
Yeah, they have some like collaborations kind of show a lot.
So like they do their tapings, they do their house shows, and then they also do collaborations with other independent shows.
I can say like how so it's kind of collaboration.
Okay.
So they try to back territories. That's what they do.
Kind of
So
like partners. So they partner with different
yeah, yeah,
promotions.
yep. And every each I can say every each territory will have champion. Like it was back in the time. I never watched that before because I didn't watch like wrestling that far away, like but I kind of understand what they're gonna do, and it's interesting, very interesting, and again, more show, more people, more fans, and fans want that. They want this, like they so excited for that.
Yes, sir.
It will be interesting,
Um,
and and
something
and
you're good.
and they try to small promotions too. That's what I can say.
Okay.
So
So like they don't only work with bigger indies, they work with any
they
indie.
help. They yeah. I mean, like where they come, their promotion automatically bigger
Yeah.
because they have a crowd. But they help. I think they have a good partnership with everybody.
Okay. I was gonna say like I don't know if you saw or not, but WWE just announced their independent development program.
Yeah.
Is that
Uh,
something that excites you as a wrestler?
no,
No.
like I understand why they do that. I cannot talking about this that deep because but it's just kind of funny for me uh, because you see like some guys who have like 20 years experience, for example, never been anywhere, and now they say like, oh, it's my time. I can be there, bro. For 20 years you did nothing and you think now you will be part of WWE. No way. So that's kind of things. I mean, like, it's cool what they do. Yeah, they give you opportunities, but the bad thing is they're gonna kill all small business. You know,
I see what you're saying.
So I cannot say talking about this that deep. I like WWE, whatever. I'm a big fan of that, but I'm not sure is it good or not.
Okay.
No.
Um, before I let you go, I always ask before we go if you'd like to give any advice. You've obviously had uh, a crazy journey. I'm sure you got some good advice. Like, if you had any advice for your fans or people that want to wrestle, what would you say?
Um, like for the wrestlers, don't be stuck in one state. It's what I see like big mistakes for so many people. Don't be stuck on a one stage, especially one promotion. Try to travel, get experience, see a little bit different styles sometimes, and you can build your fan base and you can grow. So for the fans, just enjoy your time, forget about everything when you go to the show, enjoy your time and be part of the show, and love wrestling.
Sounds good. Drago, I appreciate it once again. It was a fun time, a great experience. My first interview with somebody native to Russia. I appreciate you 1,000 times over.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
Hopefully, we can do a part two later on. Talk about what's happened in your career in between now and whenever.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sounds
I'm
good, man.
always open.
I'll message you. We'll get in touch.
Yep.
I'll talk to you soon, man. Thank you.
Yep. Very welcome.